Tonight on Louisiana, Congressman Steve Scalise. He remains in critical condition after a third surgery. He was shot in the hip when a gunman opened fire at a practice for tonight's annual congressional baseball game, a charity. CBS 2's Brian Conybeare live at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. The game expected to start in about an hour. Brian.
Dana, the gates are now open and the fans are already streaming in through security, which has been greatly enhanced here tonight, according to Capitol Police on the scene, all in the wake of that shooting you mentioned yesterday that targeted the Republican congressional team's practice. With the first pitch scheduled for 7:05, spirits are high for tonight's annual congressional ball game.
And the baseball game is one of the highlights of the year for Congress.
And while the game will go on, despite yesterday's shooting, security is especially tight. How do you feel about what happened yesterday and how it relates to tonight's game?
Well, we've been told that there will be certainly extra security tonight. Capitol Police, in conjunction with the Sergeant Arms and Metropolitan Police Department, are working in tandem to make sure that everyone who's at the game tonight is safe and sound.
More than 20,000 tickets to the game have been sold for charity as of this afternoon. Not worried about security?
Not worried at all.
You're not scared?
No, I mean, if it happens, it happens.
And security is taking every precaution to ensure that nothing will happen, like checking every single item on its way into the ballpark. It was a very different scene at yesterday's Republican batting practice when Congressman Rodney Davis was at the plate.
Not knowing what it is as I'm standing up to bat at the plate, and then hearing the words, "Run, he's got a gun," diving into the dugout eventually because of the bravery of the Capitol Police officers that were on scene, the two that are our heroes.
Security at the Capitol, security for folks like you. Do you think more needs to be done? What's your take on that?
As a practical matter, you can't have security for every member of Congress. We need more security, certainly as far as gatherings. Whenever there's a group of members of Congress, I believe there should be a Capitol Police there for that, not just to protect the members of Congress, but the public.
One silver lining here, the shooting incident dramatically increased ticket sales, and so far they've already raised more than $1 million for local charities. That's double what they raised last year. Reporting from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., Brian Conybeare, CBS 2 News.
Brian.